They laughed when she walked in alone, but by the end, they were begging her to stop outbidding them. It started like every other auction day. The barnyard smelled of hay and old pride. Rows of ranchers leaned on fences, boots in the dirt, chewing on bravado. Trucks lined up with cattle trailers, papers in hand and egos on full display. Then came Sarah Hole. Mid-30s, straw-colored braid pulled tight under a ball cap, worn denim jacket, sharp eyes, and boots that had walked more miles of pasture than most men in the ring. She stepped out of her rusted pickup alone. No husband. No hired help. Just her and a weathered leather binder clutched under one arm. Heads turned. Some snickered. "Someone get her a map?" One man muttered loud enough for others to chuckle. "She here to watch or knit us sweaters?" Laughter rippled through the crowd. Sarah didn't blink. She'd heard worse. Since taking over the farm after her father's passing, she'd fought for every loan, every piece of equipment, every inch of respect. The ranch had nearly folded 3 winters ago, but she clawed it back, fence by fence, calf by calf. This wasn't her first ring, but it was the biggest. And today she came to buy. Inside, the auction house buzzed with arrogance. Seasoned ranchers with deep pockets and deeper opinions waved paddles like kings. But Sarah sat alone in the third row, silent, steady. The auctioneer called out numbers with the speed of thunder. A prize bull, 1,300 pounds of raw power, went up. Bidding started. Paddles rose. Then Sarah raised hers. Heads snapped toward her. A few snorted. "Just playing farm," someone said behind her. She didn't turn. The bid climbed. So did her paddle. Again and again. Sold. First win of the day. Then came a heifer, top genetics. She raised her paddle again. Another win. By the 5th purchase, the room grew quiet. By the 7th, men started flipping through catalogs, confused. By the 10th, the auctioneer paused, peering at her name. "Ma'am." She stood, voice clear, steady. "Sarah Hole, owner of Hole Farms. I represent myself." A hush fell. They checked the bidding logs. No one had her pegged. They didn't know she'd been saving for months, selling direct to restaurants, starting a co-op, building alliances with local ranchers her father once mentored. While others were throwing steakhouse parties, she was reinvesting every penny. One older rancher stepped forward, red-faced. "You trying to bankrupt us?" Sarah turned to him, eyes calm, voice firm. "No, sir. I'm just tired of watching good land and good livestock get wasted by bad men." The next round came up, a rare mother-calf pair. Sarah raised her paddle. No one challenged. The gavel slammed like thunder. The men who laughed at her earlier sat stunned, silent. She gathered her paperwork, walked outside, and called a hauler. As the cattle were loaded, she looked back at the auction house, not with spite, but with clarity. They had humiliated her for years. Now they had to learn her.